want to give you a little overview of how we're going to try to do the unit outlines this year. The unit outlines for Math 8 will always have the Mathematics 8 on the top, as well as whichever unit we're working on. And this unit corresponds to the unit out of Math Makes Sense. So our first unit this year is going to be Unit 4 Outline, and the topic we're dealing with is measuring prisms and cylinders. Within the unit outline, there will always be unit learning goals, and students should use these goals to assess how well they're understanding the unit. And by the end of the unit, they should be able to meet these goals. For example, our first goal, can I draw and construct nets of 3D objects, will be the first one we work on. And as we progress through that, if students find they're having trouble, they really should talk to their teacher. Also within this template, we have lesson notes and resources. We'd like to have all students keep track of their notes using a system much like the Cornell Notes method. If you go to the SMUS website and then go to the intranet at the top, you can actually get to the middle school library, and from the middle school library, under learning skills for grade 8 or grade 7, you can actually find a Cornell note-taking template. This template is set up so that students can outline their page with questions, keywords, page numbers, etc. on the left-hand side, which can be a very visual cue to find particular pieces, and then notes on the right-hand side. So for example, if doing questions out of the book, you may put the page number here or the topic, and then the actual worked solutions on the right-hand side. Going back to our unit overview, these notes will be done in class. Also within the unit overview, we've included the link for Math Makes Sense, as well as the username and student login. So all students have access to the textbook through this website. Included within the overview is whatever particular topic we're dealing with. In this case, exploring and creating objects in nets, 4.1 and 4.2. We've tried to give all the students the keywords that they should know and have a working definition on. They'll want to define these in their notebooks. Again, using the Cornell notes, they would put the word on the left-hand side and the definition on the right. There are several research questions we'd like students to try, and we'll outline those with each unit, as well as some resources and hyperlinks they can check to get support on what they're going to do under possible resources to explore. Finally, all the questions for this year will be set up, all of the work, all of the discussion we want students to do in one of three ways. So students should think of this much like a ski hill. So the green circle questions are kind of like a bunny slope. They're not super difficult, and they're ones where we believe students will actually gain more by not writing out all the answers in their book, although they could, but they'll gain more by actually having some discussion about these questions. These would also be questions that parents could discuss with their sons or daughters at home. The blue square questions are questions we'd like students to actually work out in their notebook. So when completing these questions, when they're assigned, if students could include worked solutions in their notebook on the right-hand side, that would be perfect. And then finally, we have black diamond. So this is a way for students to extend their thinking. There may be questions from the textbook, or we may also ask for online discussions as a way for students to learn from each other. For example, this Google Classroom post, we'll post this question online and ask students to actually respond to that question in a thoughtful manner. One of the things we're really working on this year is to have students go deeper. At this point, we plan to post this online as well as give students a handout. We may find that through the course of the year that it's more beneficial just to provide the digital link, and the links will all be provided on Google Classroom. And as you can see, Google Classroom is set up for each individual class. Thank you for your time to watch this video, and we hope that watching the video has helped you better understand what we plan on doing this year with unit overviews as we go through each individual unit of study. Thank you.